in the world of football, a comfortable lead can be a really dangerous illusion. So today, we're going to talk about the story of how a championship race, one that pretty much everyone thought was over, was just spectacularly blown wide open. I mean, think about it. Just a week ago, Arsenal were absolutely cruising. They had this 9-point cushion at the top of the Premier League table. It looks like a fortress, totally unbreachable. But hey, this is the Premier League, right? And in the span of just a few absolutely frantic days, that fortress has kind of started to crumble. The lead, it's been slashed down to just 3 points. The pressure is on, and it is immense. So what on earth caused this huge, dramatic shift? Well, the answer really lies in a massive statement performance from their closest rivals, Manchester City, who sent a very, very clear and ruthless message. Against Fulham, City were just relentless. They completely unleashed a first-half blitz that basically ended the contest before the halftime whistle even blew. It was a brutal, brutal declaration of intent. And leading that charge was Antoine Semenyo. What a revelation he's been since his move from Bournemouth. The guy has been on absolute fire, finding the back of the net 5 times in his last 8 games. Then it was Nico O'Reilly's turn. And, this goal perfectly illustrates what is so terrifying about City's squad. You rest one star, and another one just steps right up. The depth is just incredible. And maybe most importantly, their main man, their talisman, Erling Haaland, was back on the score sheet from open play for the first time this year. Now, that is a sight that is going to send shivers down the spine of every single defender in the league. Even the guy who's notoriously hard to please, Pep Guardiola, was seriously impressed. He called it one of the best performances of their season. That's a huge statement from a manager of a team that looks like it's peaking at the absolute perfect moment. But City's dominant victory, well, it wasn't without a little shadow of controversy. And it all revolves around one single, highly questionable tackle that really could have changed the entire game. So here's the flashpoint. City's Phil Foden goes in on Fulham's Calvin Bassey. And the decision that was made on the pitch, well, it's ignited an absolute firestorm of debate. And this is where the story gets really complicated. On the one hand, you see the official decision, a yellow card for a reckless challenge, and that was backed up by VAR. But on the other hand, the expert consensus tells a totally different and frankly, a more damning story. Former elite referee Andy Davies, he did not mince his words. He said it was a clear and obvious error. He describes it as a stamp on the Achilles that endangered the safety of his opponent. I mean, in his expert view, that's a straight red card, a decision that could have and maybe should have left City playing with 10 men. But despite the huge win and the pressure now being firmly on their rivals, Pep Guardiola kept up this air of calm detachment. And this brings us to the psychological warfare that really defines every single title race. Publicly, Pep is just dismissing any talk of mind games. He's claiming to only focus on the next match. But as you can tell from this quote, he is an absolute master of deflecting pressure. And while he's playing it all cool, his team is quietly transforming back into a powerhouse. And this slide right here shows you exactly why he's so confident. I mean, just a few months ago, they were actually relying on academy graduates. But look at these reinforcements. Key defenders like Ruben Diaz and John Stones are back. Their midfield options are bolstered. This isn't just a team anymore. It's an army, and it's fully restocked for the final battle. So, the stage is now set for a frantic finale. Both of these teams have to navigate this final gauntlet of fixtures. The big question is, who has the more treacherous path to that finish line? Okay, so this slide lays out the brutal reality of the run-in. On paper, Manchester City, they seem to have the advantage, right? They're facing 3 teams that are battling relegation. But Arsenal, on the other hand, they face a nightmare schedule, including these really treacherous away trips to their arch rivals Tottenham and a very formidable Brighton side. And hey, as if the league fixtures weren't enough, we have 2 colossal head-to-head showdowns circled on the calendar. A league match at the Etihad in late April that could pretty much be a virtual title decider, and a winner-takes-all cup final at the legendary Wembley Stadium. It does not get bigger than this. It's a pure test of nerve, a real battle of wills. A title race that was supposed to be a done deal is now balanced on a knife's edge. The question is no longer if Arsenal will win the league, but can they possibly withstand the pressure from this relentless Manchester City machine? The final chapter is still yet to be written.